Good day, everyone. First of all, I want to introduce myself first. I am Angelica M. Sandigan from BEA Kuntuay. It's my pleasure to tackle about IT, culture, and society. To those who watching, at the end of this chapter, the student should be able to recall the current trends in the field of information technology. Number 2, discuss the Internet of Things and its influence on the society. Number 3, explain automation and its impact on the society. The impact of IT on society. There are positive and negative impact. As I previously discussed, the 7 major trends for 2017 as follows. Number 1, Internet of Things and smart home technology. IoT devices smart home allows for automation of various tasks. Example, smart speaker like Amazon, Echo, and Google Home. Number 2, augmented reality and virtual reality. AR to interactive experience in the real world with computer generated, while ang VR immerse that replaces a real environment with a simulated one. Number 3 is machine learning. Application of AI that enable to learn and improve from experience. Number 4, automation. A technique of making apparatus, a process or system operate automatically. Number 5 is big data. It refers to the voluminous amount of data from the traditional and digital resources that valuable insight. Number 6 is physical digital integrations. Number 7 is everything on demand. Internet of Things. Internet of Things, or IoT, is a setup of devices and objects which are connected together in a given network. Their connection, often wirelessly, is possible during both hardware and software. The things will be involved technology. Example, smart TVs. Capabilities of IoT. A major requirement for IoT is strong connections, but aside from connectivity, IoT should also be capable of the following. Number 1, integration across technology and business. Sensor can be used to help improve business processes, such as machines used for manufacturing and productions, security system, and even simple ones like automatically turning off and light switching. So, we can hire mini manpower, but of the use of machine, it will be reduced and will to have an easy production. So, we can hire mini manpower. So, we can demands of the machine, malisser na ang manpower nga i-hire sa business because there are machine that gamit. Number 2, data analysis and synchronizations. IoT should be capable of providing analytics to help organizations in their decision making. We need to criticize, to analyze the things that we need to do. Our decision making is very important. Number 3, security and service. With all these devices being used and all this data being collected, a major concern security. To improve security, IoT is divided into networks and each network has different access, some more restricted than others without compromising connection and system integration. GCash in our mobile phone. There are OTP, the second level authentications to secure our transaction. Application in IoT project. IoT projects are applied in cities. Number 1, smart cities. Smart cities have adopted IoT in traffic management, waste disposal, and even community monitoring for security of the city's residents. It monitors everything from traffic and weather conditions and pollutions. Number 2, connected industries. The oil and gas industry is identified as one of the front runners for IoT connectivity, including remote access to heavy equipment and machinery, from manufacturing to product. So the product was being produced, it will be transferred to another place. So we need oil and gas for the machine to operate, or the car to operate, or the truck. Number 3, connected buildings. Connected buildings projects involve facility automations to reduce energy costs. The crystal 100% on natural heat through a combination of solar power and ground and bank. Number 4 is connected cars. The majority of projects relating to the smart vehicles revolve around vehicle diagnostic and monitoring. As we connect to the internet for software updates, if there's something wrong of the cars, there are software updates. So number 5, smart energy. The majority of smart energy projects focus on developing smart grids for renewable energy and infrastructure. So the example is the solar energy. The challenges of IoT. But while things may look good using IoT, there are issues rise in adopting and fully taxes. Incorporation 2016 has identified 6 challenges in its implementation. Number 1, the system requirements. Industry normally identify different requirements, especially depending on the type of industry they belong to. Example, the food industry, the automobile manufacturer. Number 3 is connectivity. With the very connected wire and wireless, as well as the different protocols governing each connections, it will be challenged to come up with the IoT project. Concerning such as protocols, the power requirements, IoT devices needs to run batteries, as majority of these devices are mobile phone. Example, if your battery is low power, we need to charge to have high power to continue using. Number 4, security. One of the most highlighted issues in the application of IoT is the data security. We need to use to private all the information that to secure. Number 5, development. The task of creating IoT projects may seem daunting, so one of the challenges identified is how to expand the capabilities of developers and not just experts in the order to create more smart things. We need to adapt, learn, to develop. It's not wrong to us to clear or to expand the things that we need to learn. Number 6 is services. With data collection from IoT, it's important as well to determine where all this will be go and to identify the platform in which this IoT application will be placed. What is automation? Refers to the use of equipment such as machines or computers to accomplish previously human exclusive tasks. The two common methods in implementing IT automations, number one is robotic process automation or RPA. The Institute for Robotic Process Automations and Artificial Intelligence defined robotics process automation as the application of technology that allows employees in company configure computer software or a robot to capture the interpret existing application for processing transaction, manipulating data, triggering responses, and communicating with other digital systems. Application software may consider as RPA as they are capable to the following. Number one, process automation. The use not only of industrial robots but also a representation layer automation software is capable for carrying out of daily operations of organizations. IT support management. Management of IT infrastructures. Any complex system becomes easier using RPA. If part of the system fails, an automated system can immediately send notification to the IT manager and technical support staff informing them of the problem. Automated assistance. Apple Siri is an example of voice recognition software used in RPA instead of machine language. Computer will be able to understand human language and be able to understand human language and interact with the same. Sensors are hardware devices that have capability to measure an event, object, or any physical quality that is happening. Sensors can be classified as analog or digital. Example, heart rate. Sensors used in automations. Temperature sensors. This sensor is capable of measuring temperature as well as detecting its rise or fall. Like example, if you are sick, example, temperature. We detect if you are very heat or mild. Infrared or IR sensor. This sensor often used for security purposes detects infrared light. It is commonly used along with infrared light sources. Ultrasonic sensor. An ultrasonic sensors detect sound waves such as how radars and solar pick up sound. We can detect if how high the volume it is. Sensor. A touch sensor is a type of devices that captures and records physical touch or embrace a device or subject. Proximity. Sensor is the sensor able to detect object within a certain range, if the object is not physically touching the sensor yet. The pressure sensor helps determine the weight of impact of the certain object. It is normally used by manufacturing companies such as automobile companies in designing their airbag system. Next is level sensor. This sensor can detect the level of liquids, fluids, grainy or granular materials such as powders and etc. Last, smoke gas sensor. This sensor is used to detect the presence of dangerous fumes such as carbon monoxide caused by the fire. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.